Now you got to translate what that means, because I think for a team that just scored, their defense, I think they'll be more aggressive now. They'll be bolder. They're playing with a lead and an early one and some momentum. So if you're the offensive coordinator on the other side of the field, you'd better be prepared for some heavy pressure coming your way. They're going to try and get another big score and a big win early.
So let's try this again. After the kick return TD, here's yet another kickoff. And we will not see an attempt to match that return touchdown, as this will be a touchback and bring it out to the 25. They'll try and start this drive in the air. And he's got his man out of the slot, complete. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll leave him with a second and just a few inches left.
At the 35-yard line.
Oh, they're going to run a little pop pass here. And he's going to have a Ravens first down as he's got this up to the 40-yard line.
And that's something you have to get ready for defensively, because in today's NFL, teams will use their wide receivers on jet sweeps, end arounds. They'll move them back in the backfield and make them running backs. Partner, this was much more of a tap pass, but effective nonetheless.
And I think both guys love it. If you're a quarterback, it's an easy completion. If you're a wide receiver, you get the easy reception and also a chance to try to make a play with your feet. There's a ball thrown right side and complete. And he will go out right near the 35-yard line. 25 yards that time. Another completion right there. And again, Charles, good time in the pocket. That offensive line on this opening drive been really solid.
They've been more than solid. They've really tamped down the pass rush and kept him safe in the pocket, able to look around, find his target, and deliver. He's got to make sure he tells that offensive line in the huddle, thanks, fellas. Let's keep it going.
He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4. Keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up 3rd down.
Oftentimes when you see a running back get bunched up in the backfield, it's usually because the defensive tackle is eating up blockers for others to make the play. Not in this case.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. Eluding the pressure right. So no sack. He gets back to the line of scrimmage, but it'll still bring up a 4th down.
But one of the things we talked about coming into this was that we were never going to question the fight that he's going to have for all 4 quarters of the game. But ideally, you want him fighting for big plays and first downs early, not fighting just to get back to the line of scrimmage, as we saw right there.
And this will split the uprights. It's right down the middle, and they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So both teams come away with points on their opening drives. Now they still trail. They answered the touchdown with a field goal, but at least able to break that goose egg here early.
And that is what's important, right? Because they didn't let that initial touchdown go unanswered. Took the ball themselves, moved it downfield, and put it through the post for 3 points. Game on.
They'll start on the ground here on first down. He'll be hit down at the 33, 5 yards on the play.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
2nd and 5. Off the play fake. Thornton. And his throw here's incomplete.
Now had the right idea there, trying to throw it to the sideline, but he led him just a little bit too much, trying to get it out to his receiver. Ends up falling to the ground, incomplete.
They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. Operating from the gun, Thornton. He's got his target. That's complete. And he is going to have the Raiders first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
I don't care how many times we see it. I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. First down.
And they build that trust, and that's why they're able to find him in this type of a situation.
Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Now they're staring at a 3rd and 8. That last play backwards a yard. A tackle for loss there. 2 last week. He's tough to handle coming off the edge.
And when you talk about a defensive end, your first thought is how does he rush the passer? That's where he makes his big plays getting into the backfield. But the best ones can play the run as well. And that's what we're seeing from him, that excellent combination of holding the point of attack and also getting upfield to make plays in the backfield.
3rd and 8. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And that is incomplete. The secondary, Charles, much maligned during the week. They didn't have their best game in the loss last week, but a nice play there.
Yeah, and I just know what they went through last week. I mean, ever since that time, their pride was hurt. They kept getting reminded of it in the local media, had to watch it on tape, and you know the coaches just got after them. They came in ready to play.
And there's a work of art right there. Out of bounds at the 2-yard line. So well done there. And these punters, they get more specialized and better each and every year, don't they?
They sure do. And now it's really not the American punters. It's the Australian punters with their kicking academies and that flat drop and just kind of kicking the nose of the football. They're able to almost stop it where they want to, like a good golfer can check one up.
And he'll take this up to about the 7- or 8-yard line. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4. They'll drop to throw. And he's going to be brought down. Back at his own 6-yard line. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
And this is what you've got to do against a quarterback like him. You've got to keep him in the pocket and not let him get to the perimeter, because once he gets outside, that's where he can really hurt you.
They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. They'll look to throw. He's got his running back out of the backfield. And he will have a Ravens first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. After one, 7-3 the score on EA Sports. Raven football here as we begin quarter number 2. As they've got it with a 1st and 10. Now back to throw. Quick hitter here, it's complete. Stopped at the 24-yard line after a gain of 5.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
I was just going to ask you, that wasn't the primary target. He's so good at that, isn't he?
I think he knew right away that he wasn't going to get to his primary guy. I think he read that as soon as he got to the line of scrimmage, knew where the pressure was going to come from, and said, I know how to beat that, and that's what he did.
And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. How about that? Their quarterback with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Ravens have taken the lead. Well, you want to talk about making something out of nothing. Boy, he did that right there. What an incredible run.
Obviously a pass play, and he couldn't find anyone open downfield. But sometimes the receivers just run those defenders off, and it creates a wide open space.
Now they'll line up to kick the extra point. And it's through, and that makes the lead 10-7. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive. The defense got the better of them last series, forcing a punt. See if they make a few changes in the game plan here and try to get points out of this drive. 1st and 10. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
Now, Brandon, that's the way you want to run the football. There should almost be quote bubbles above the offense right now. Bam, boom, biff. That's how they feel good about moving the football.
There they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. And he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a 3rd down.
Let's go now.
Operating from the gun. Thornton working the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he is going to have the Raiders' first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. So he turned to a trusted, familiar face in that 3rd down situation. It paid off.
Yeah, you go to your veteran receiver in that spot, so you can't underestimate him when he's on the field defensively. Make sure you know where he is because he understands how to get open in key situations.
And a very elusive run as he'll wind up getting about 9 on that one. The Raiders at 1-1 through 2 games thus far. It's not a start that's going to set the world on fire, but they've been pretty solid nonetheless.
And the first thing that crosses my mind, it certainly beats the alternative of starting 0-2. I do think that this is a team that's going to take a little time to find its footing. Hard to navigate the always tough NFL.
That's caught inside the 20. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. A big pickup of 38.
Well, he worked his way quite a bit in this first half, and with good reason. You can see it there. He is such a handful defensively. Just too hard to keep him under wraps, and delivers a big play here for this offense.
Sliding out of the pocket. He throws it on the move, but can't connect as that falls incomplete.
Nice job escaping the pocket. Boy, he took the shot downfield towards the end zone, didn't he? Trying to go for 6. It just wasn't there against that coverage. They were ready to prevent the big play.
On 2nd down, they'll run it here. And he'll be dropped at about the 11 after only a yard. Pretty good little 2-play sequence there. You force the incompletion, then a very short pickup.
Yeah, now maybe you bring in an extra defensive back or 2 because you want to try and defend on 3rd down. They like to play those nickel or sub packages, don't they?
The Raiders on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 9. And this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on 3rd down as that was not an easy one to hold on to. On for the field goal now is Evan McPherson from 28 yards out. McPherson's kick is good, and that will knot us up at 10. So they put together a good little drive there, but ultimately stalling out in the red zone.
Yeah, I know a lot of people look at it as a little bit of a negative. They didn't get 6 points out of it, right? Didn't get the touchdown. But that's actually okay. They got 3 points, able to give their defense a little bit of rest, let them settle down over there. So all in all, to me, that's a good drive.
All level now at 10 apiece as the kick's away. And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. The completion on first didn't get much, and the one on second doesn't get a whole lot either.
Well, if you're a good play caller, you've already looked ahead and anticipated this type of situation. Already down on his play sheet, trying to dial up a big third down play.
They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Back to throw. And the Raiders have got him. Will Anderson in there to drop him for a 6-yard loss, and that will lead to 4th down. Second quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game. The Ravens send their punter out now as he's on to punt for the first time tonight. And taken right on the 30. Just a net of 34 there following a punt of 44 yards. And the Raiders will take over now, 1st and 10. The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. Their drive last time, it stalled out. They were forced to take the short field goal.
And the key phrase, you nailed it. Forced to, because you know coaches look at these short field goals as a last resort, right? To them, that's not how drives are supposed to end. You're supposed to put 6 on the board. That's a consolation prize. Like going to the county fair, you don't get the big stuffed animal on that one, do you?
No, you don't go top shelf. That's bottom shelf material. And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And a pretty athletic run right there as he's going to get this down inside the 40. 41 yards on the ground for him now on 9 carries. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down. Off-play action. Thornton. And an incomplete pass. That'll stop the clock here with just under a minute to play in half number 1.
He didn't just deny a big throw there. He broke that one up in the red zone. An excellent play, one that may help save points on the board when this drive is over.
Here's 2nd and 10. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4. And that looked like some pretty easy yardage there right up the gut.
And he's a guy that has some height to him. So when you don't have to drop a shoulder or create or get through contact or trash, makes it a lot easier to stay upright, see the field, and make a run as we just saw there.
Here is 3rd down and 4. And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. And I don't think he got there. No. He's short by maybe a foot. Maybe. Call it 4th and inches. He handed it off there, but I don't really know if he would have kept it or tried to do anything else if it would have mattered.
Yeah, it's not always a wrong read when a play gets stacked up. Sometimes they're just at the line of scrimmage. There's just too many bodies to maneuver.
And as a result, now they're looking at a 4th down. And they turn it over. The Raiders try it on 4th down, but to no avail. And the Ravens are going to get the football back. And he'll have a tough time living that one down. It's one thing, Charles, to drop a pass. It's quite another to drop it on 4th down.
And so many teams work on that in terms of locking in on those key downs. I've seen, you and I both been to practices where we've seen, hey, 3rd down situation, big 3rd down alert, lock in here, 4th down play, make sure you focus just a little bit extra. It didn't pay off in that situation.
2nd and 6. Now they'll throw here out of the gun, escaping the pressure right. And just not enough on the throw there, down around his feet and incomplete.
They certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield. But they never did.
So after the 2nd down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. They'll set up a throw. Flushed out right. And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the 1st half. And you see the clock almost empty, so this is likely the last play in the 2nd quarter. They'll throw now on the final play. He's going to launch this thing way downfield. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. Welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gunn, getting set for quarter number 3 here. And ready to get the party started for the 2nd half. It was an even 1st half, all tied on the scoreboard. No run back here to begin the half, and we will start at the 25-yard line. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. It's a tie football game here. What do you think, Charles, the message was at halftime?
Well, I think that they probably just looked at things and said, we're fortunate that this is a tie game. No need to panic, no need to change a whole lot. We didn't play anything close to our best in the 1st half, so we don't have to go out and win one for the Gipper. Let's just go out and play our best football and win one for us.
After the penalty, a fresh set of downs. It's 1st and 10. And now here's a carry heading left. And some good acceleration there as he's across midfield to the 48-yard line. 12 yards to pick up there. Good for a Raven first.
A big hole there. How about him handling the point of attack? Just positioning himself so that run could go right off of his backside and deep into the secondary.
Right back to him on 1st down. And a 6-yard gain gets him right around the 43.
Consecutive positive runs for him on the last 2 snaps. He certainly appears to be trying to put the offense on his back and just move them down the field when his number is called. The way he's running it, I keep going back to him.
Line of scrimmage, the 43 on 2nd and 4. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. He's going to let this one go deep. And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
That's some good closing speed there defensively because that looked open for a minute. That's great work with the ball in the air. Never gave up, converged on his man, and broke the play up.
Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Toward the sideline, intercepted. And the Raiders are in great shape here as they take over at their 46-yard line. First possession of the 3rd quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. They start near midfield following the interception as they begin 1st and 10. 5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
If you're a coach, you'll absolutely take that run every time on 1st down because it really sets you up to go in a number of directions here on 2nd.
And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. 62 yards rushing for him now as he's carried it 13 times.
That's a good, nice, crisp run for a 1st down. I wonder if the defense might have been loosened up a little bit, maybe anticipating a pass instead of the run that they got.
On 1st down, they'll go to the ground attack. But he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And he will score. Touchdown, Las Vegas. A great play there. His first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Raiders take the forced turnover on defense and convert it into 6 points. McPherson on for the extra point. He's got it as they go up by a total of 17 to 10. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And there will not be a return here. It's a touchback, and it'll come out to the 25-yard line. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And we'll see if they can bounce back from that last drive. In particular, if they can bounce back at the quarterback position, Charles, after throwing their first interception of the ball game.
Yeah, some guys, you know they're going to want to try and get a big play right away and take control back. Others, they're going to look to hit a couple shorter passes, get a little momentum back that way.
But for the defense, that goal's not changing a bit. They want another pick.
You're exactly right about that. In fact, you've got to watch them a little bit because in coverage, they may cut down their gaps a little bit, maybe their splits a little bit in order to try and get to the ball even faster.
They go play action here on 1st down. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. A gain of 8 there on the play, and it'll be 2nd and a couple. Back to throw here. He finds his man, complete. It's Fisher. A gain of 5, good enough for the 1st down.
I like watching the wide receiver screen because it's a real teamwork play. Because guess what? The guy catching the ball, he'll get all the credit. But how about the people have to block in front of him, either fellow receivers or offensive linemen? That makes that play a really nice timing play, and sometimes it can break big.
Now a play fake here on first down. Flush to his right. And he's got room. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. No one there to help out downfield, but no problem. Scrambling for 22 and a first.
And this is a rarity in the NFL, a 100-yard game on the ground for a quarterback. Even as those passers get more athletic and mobile, we only see about 5 of these a season. It takes a special set of circumstances for it to happen, and of course, a special player.
And he's out of bounds, almost gets to the 10. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And they'll be left with a second and about a foot.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
And it looks like he'll be just a yard shy of the 5 here as he's out at the 6. Give him 7 on the tuck and run, and it'll get him a new set of downs.
Evident there that he learned his lesson from the last drive. No way he was going to force a throw that time. When nothing broke open, kept it, and ended up running for a first down himself.
Eluding the pressure right. And this is caught. Touchdown, Baltimore. From 6 yards away. And the Ravens are within an extra point of tying up this ball game.
He was able to move around and found some vision to throw the football. And how about how he ended it? Boy, he had some zip on that throw.
Yeah, it doesn't hurt to have an arm like that. Results in the touchdown here. Great play offensively. Point after, right down the middle. And that will level the playing field at 17 all. (17-17) the score. All even to this point as the kick's away. From a yard or two deep, here comes a return. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive. We got a brand new ball game, all even after that last touchdown, so every drive now becoming a little more critical here in the second half. And he'll go down at the 26 following a gain of 6.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
Now a throw out to his fullback is complete. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. A Raider first down, 17 yards.
Hold on a second. Was that the fullback? That was the fullback. Who says it? The slot receivers are the only guys who can catch the football and get big yardage after the catch. Really nice job there. Showing good hands and an ability to get upfield.
On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And he'll work this forward for about 3 at second down.
Not a lot of running room there. Not a place to make a cut and kind of exit out because they had everything bottled up. Looked to me like the linemen were taking on their blocks really well and giving up no creases.
Off the play fake. Thornton. And this is caught at the 20. And he will score. Touchdown, Las Vegas. A big play there. 54 yards. And the Raiders have moved out in front here in the final minute of the third quarter. Well, partner, I mean, if anybody was still questioning whether or not he had an NFL caliber arm, I think you can toss that right out the window. That was a heck of a throw right there.
I would agree totally. Question it no more. This rookie, big-time throw right there. Great poise, stepped up, trusted he could lay it in there perfectly, and he knew that his guy was going to make the catch on the other end. Nice collaboration.
And from back there, a wise move. He'll just sit on this one, and it'll come out to the 25. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
And confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you've scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around. 1 quarter remains here on a Sunday night. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now in Las Vegas. Welcome back, everybody. It's the Ravens with possession of the football, but trailing on the big board as we get set for the fourth. 2nd and 6.
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted.
And they'll have the ball set up in the red zone at the 16-yard line.
Well, he had to fit that into a pretty tight window over the middle. And, Charles, I think they were in zone defensively, weren't they?
They certainly were. A nice read on your part. And sometimes the quarterback isn't fooled between zone and man. Sometimes just fooled by the type of zone that he sees. Because oftentimes, those linebackers will vacate and run downfield with receivers. In this case, he played a pure zone and was in the right.
And he is in. Touchdown, Raiders. A great effort there.
His 2nd rushing touchdown of the year. And the Raiders look like they're going to get back in the win column as they extend their lead here in this 4th quarter.
We talk so often about how hard it is to win in the NFL when you turn the ball over. And here a late turnover leads to a 4th quarter touchdown and a 2-score lead.
And what's more important is being able to take advantage when a turnover presents itself. You've got to come up with points to make the other guy pay. They're able to do so here. And they've got a pretty good chance now of winning this football game.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away.
And no thought to bring this one out. He'll just go down to a knee, and they'll take over at the 25. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive.
So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
And he goes out right around the 39. That his first catch so far. They've held him under wraps, but he's got a first down there. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. And down he goes, brought down a Raiders sack.
Dropped for a loss of 7 by multiple defenders. At that time, finally a measure of revenge as they get him down behind the line.
It almost felt like relief, didn't it? Because with the success he's had throughout this game, you'd almost expect him to get free and pick up 10 to 15 every time he takes off. Not in that case. That has to feel good for the defense.
They'll look to throw here. And a quick throw here, that's complete. You cannot write these guys off just yet, not with a quarterback like that under center.
You mean it actually crossed your mind with him running the team that you could actually maybe write this game off?
Not yet.
Not a chance. Not with him. We've seen it too many times.
The offense on 3rd down tonight, 2 for 5 to this point. They're looking at 3rd in the nose of the football. And for a 3rd time tonight, he's intercepted.
Still going inside the 20. And here in the 4th quarter, defensively, you know that you're just going to blanket the field with defensive backs and say, okay, take your best shot. And that time, it's intercepted.
And we've often seen teams go into the prevent early, way too early, and sometimes they get too soft in their coverages. But not in this case. They understood the situation and played it with the proper aggression.
They'll start out here with a jet sweep. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4.
That's a nice job there defensively, being able to diagnose that little touch pass. They saw it coming, converged on him before he could get much out of it.
2nd and goal from inside the 5. They'll try and run this one right up the gut. And he's maybe going to get this back to the 4, but that's about all. No gain on the play there. They're going to need to come up with something better here on 3rd and goal. Now, they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is 3rd and goal. Escaping the pressure right. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Well, the connection they've had has been excellent today, but not on that snap. I think he was asking just a little too much as he extended that play, hoping for one more completion with him.
On for the field goal now is Evan McPherson. This to make it a 3-score game late. McPherson's kick is good, and that will extend their lead even further. So that almost certainly the final piece to this puzzle, a 3-score lead. I don't think there's any coming back from there.
But you know, normally I'd get on you for giving up on the game right here, but I do think you're right in this case. This late in the game, 2 scores is tough enough. 3, I'm with you. That seems out of the question.
So after the made field goal, here's McPherson to send this one away. And no thought to bring this one out. He'll just go down to a knee, and they'll take over at the 25. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. Where we stand right now in the 4th quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. Flushed out right. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. He'll wind up getting 9 after tucking it and running, so it'll leave him with 2nd and a yard.
I do think it's fair to say that they were caught off guard a little bit when he decided not to throw it on 1st down. But give them credit, they recovered in time to deny him the 1st down yardage. But it's only 2nd and short, so that run is still likely to lead to a new set of downs.
He'll get it inside the 20, and he's going to get it all the way down to the 10-yard line. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. They're going to look to throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And in for the Ravens touchdown. From 10 yards out. And the Ravens have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th. Well, 4th quarter touchdown there, back to a 2-score game, but time is not their ally.
No, it's not, partner. They still have a pulse, but it's probably a little weak right now. A lot of things have to go right in these final 2 minutes plus for them. I think they have to be thinking onside kick here, and we know how difficult those are to recover.
Extra point right down the middle, and the lead is trimmed down to 10. So the lead back down to 10 as things get a little more interesting, and the kick is away. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15. The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
Here's a 2nd and 5. That one looks like he'll throw here. In trouble here, and down he goes. Back at the 8-yard line. He couldn't get away. He'll wind up losing a dozen yards. A 12-yard loss, and it brings up 3rd.
Well, a tough situation to overcome here. 3rd and 17.
Operating from the gun, Thornton.
And this pass broken up. And the contact well timed there. And now 4th down.
My first thought is surprise because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
On is the punter Scott here as he gets this one away.
And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. A good return there, 17 yards. And the Ravens set up well to begin their drive as it'll begin in enemy territory already.
They'll come up 1st and 10 here.
The play action fake. They'll look to throw. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. Clock management definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
On play action, they'll throw. Forced out to his left. And he wisely will throw that one away.
And once he got out of the pocket, you thought that maybe he'd take off with it, especially here in the 2-minute drill. Sometimes defenses are focused so much downfield that there's room to run, but this time he decided to throw it unsuccessfully.
A little less than 40 seconds remaining. Here comes 2nd and 10.
And this time he's got the hookup. It's complete.
And the Ravens are going to be set up with a 1st and goal on a pass play that moves them all the way down to the 1.
Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in this football game.
Here's 1st and goal.
It's a quarterback sneak. And no signal, but I don't think he got the surge behind center. No, he's going to be kept out of the end zone. The Ravens going to use the 2nd of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. Second and 1. In trouble, and he'll go down back at the 12. This will cost him 11 yards there on the 2nd and goal sack.
Remember, throughout my career here, defensive coaches always say, guys, you got to earn the right to rush the passer. Well, they put themselves in a great spot with this big lead, and they know they've got to throw the ball.
These pass rushers have to be salivating. It is pin your ears back time indeed.
This crowd doing all they can. Here's 3rd and goal.
One final shot. They'll look to throw.
And that is going to officially draw the curtain on this one as the last throw intercepted. Keely Ringo picks it off. And the Raiders come up with a